a real world motor. So this is our new sump plate piece. It should fit this. Uh-oh. Appears to fit.
Perfect fit.
I think it's made for it. And then we got this piece here. Up there like that. Figure how much offset we have to run. If we keep it up real high like that, about that much. How much offset are we going to have? Center of the cylinder, roughly. Looks like we're at about 5/8 inch, maybe. No, here maybe a half to 5/8 now. Looks like with this, we could probably run even more closer than that. See, we're up so high in the deck height.
Yeah. The
higher you go, the more you clear here. See, this is your height here. Your cylinder here can be right where they touch. So it's almost like here almost. Not quite that much, but close to it. And when you get to your center of your cylinder, see, we're almost centered.
Yeah.
So about 1/4 inch off maybe, which we can do in the piston real easy and bolt it on. But we're up about 1 3/4 inches right now, 1.5 inches. So I don't think I'll be running it that high. So probably we're going to wind up being 3/8 to 1/2 inch offset, I bet. So we're going to have to use it. That's that dimension. Have a look on the front side. Yeah, we got the weld a little on there.
A little bit.
I want to get the sensor in, that's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
And this here, depending on where we go to. Now, this is what I cared about. This. The reason I had this on there is because that's my push rod angle. So go grab me that 2x4 over there. Try one time. Okay, that equalizes my height, see? Now, center the board or not? Nope, where's the board out? There's the push rod hole right there. So there's our push rod hole. So we're lined up on the outer hole right now. So this is where the push rod angle would go down.
Right.
And it looks like this cylinder would be near our edge. See?
Oh yeah.
Which means I don't lose my VIN number.
That's good.
I didn't want to lose that.
Yeah.
Everything goes that way. So that puts my push rods here. And then when we cut the Sportster case, we cut this off, put the Sportster case in here. Hopefully these will line up with those because this is a lot further offset than the Sportster. I don't think it was 1 inch like this lifter location was, but it's close. So we can fudge this a little bit, but it looks like we're coming in pretty damn nice to fitment.
Yeah.
Might actually work. But we can definitely go that way 1/4 inch easily if we had to. If we keep our push rod angles in the right, the correct plane, things line up a lot better. Your push rod, we know this lines up with this, so as long as this lines up with that, it's a straight shot, pretty much. So everything lines up nice and stock, no push rod seal issues, that kind of crap. So that might actually work pretty good. And we can weld this right on top of the case, which makes it a lot easier to make than not make it. Now, the big problem is going to be the back hole. How far is off going to be that direction? What's the hole at? Right there?
Right there.
It's not going in the hole, so it's not right there. It's not right there either. It's fighting me. This is not a hole. The hole's way over there. This is going to have to slide forward quite a bit. Can't see my center line. Okay. Center line's going to be a lot further forward. About in that location maybe. And we're clearing our transmission here. It looks like our deck is going to be really close to the back of the case, you know, where our spigot goes down.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because the spigot's all in this. So this can actually overhang the top of the tranny. It wouldn't hurt it.
Okay.
As long as the hole in the cylinder doesn't hit the tranny to have an oil leak. So we can actually overhang it, I think, a good 3/8 of an inch probably without hurting the damn thing. It looks like it'll work. And we're back in our cylinder offset here this direction. Go that way a little bit more.
It looks like you're almost centered on the bore.
That was the next thing I couldn't see it from the other angle. The shifter obviously comes through here, no problem at all. So you come around the other side over here, you can see the center location of the cylinder. This is the center of the bore, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on center. That's with a 1-inch offset, 1 1/8. 1 1/4 extra.
Okay.
So 1 1/4 offset there seems to line up things pretty nicely here. See, everything's kind of coming together. Kind of like when my head was in my CAD engineering program.
Yes.
3D engineering. Or was it 3D? No, it's not. What do they call that? I forget.
Yeah, I don't remember.
3D something. Yeah, it's in my head. I work in all dimensions.
Perfect.
5th dimension mainly.
Good for you.
You dream it, we make it.
Yeah.
So all I gotta do is hopefully this lines up pretty close to the Sportster case, which is laying over there. We're gonna cut that off because I gotta cut the top of this case here off, that corner out, and do the same thing on the Sportster case and lay it in there, and then lay this on top and try to line the lifters up so everything lines up. At least that's the game plan. The only problem is this might be a little bit taller than a stock motor.
Slightly.
Higher, height-wise.
Yeah, not too bad.
It is what it is. Alright, so that's that. I'm alright with that so far. So far it looks like it's coming together. Happy with that. Okay. Now, we have some extra parts. Those parts are parts that go with this motor.
All right. It's exciting.
Yeah. Alright, let me get those, we'll be right back.